Alright, so we're going to start with the two videos I forgot to make the other day. This one, basically this one was more like, well, it's more rumor, it's more in talks, but now it looks like it's confirmed, so I guess I'll talk about it. And that is the casting announcement of Hal Jordan for the for James Gunn's Green Lantern series. So, the actor we have is Kyle Chandler. So Kyle Chandler, most of you guys would know best. He's been part of the MonsterVerse, and he was also in... these are the movies I know him in. I know he's been in other movies, but, like, these are the ones I know him, and I'm sure you guys know him the best. Again, Godzilla vs. Kong, and Godzilla King of the Monsters, and also the 2005 Peter Jackson King Kong. So now, I'm kind of hoping Hal Jordan, like, looks at an alien and goes, "What are you, Bolshevik?" I don't know why that line just makes me always laugh. It just gets a chuckle out of me. Like, it's just, I don't know if it's like Chandler's delivery, but like it's always that line of, "What are you, Bolshevik?" So yeah, so Kyle Chandler was not everyone's choice. Like, I've seen some people be like, "There's no way he can be Green Lantern. There's no way he can be Hal Jordan." And to that I say he's not a bad pick. I was kind of hoping for Nathan Fillion to play Hal Jordan, but he's off playing Guy Gardner, which is also a solid pick. And it kind of says to me that it looks like they're going for an older Hal Jordan. It makes me think that since there's so many Green Lanterns now, this guy, and also we have John Stewart, and possibly in the future we get Kyle Rayner and maybe even Simon Baz and Jessica Cruz in the near future. Maybe there's a chance that, like, it's kind of like... I kind of like the idea of, like, lanterns being lived in. Like, we have Hal Jordan's origin enough. I think it's also fascinating that, like, Hal Jordan is suddenly now making a resurgence, because... And I'm not even the biggest Hal Jordan... Like, I like Hal... Okay, Hal Jordan's a good Lantern, and I like him. I love reading about his comics. I enjoy him as a Green Lantern. But he's like third or fourth. He's, depending on the day, he's third or fourth place for me in terms of lanterns. If you were to ask me what my favorite Green Lantern is, it's Guy Gardner. So I'm already happy, Nathan Fillion is playing that character. But I am happy that, because there was a long stretch of DC Comics where Hal Jordan just got shit on hard. Even I was like, guys, come on. After the Jeff Johns run, like, it happened right after the Jeff Johns Green Lantern run, where Hal Jordan just got his shit kicked in every other day. Like, he was turning into stuff, he was banting between good and evil. There was a lot of, like, Hal Jordan, like, hey, no one knows how to write this character other than Jeff Johns, so we're just gonna put him to the side and focus on the other Lanterns. Not to say that's bad. I'm just saying that's what it felt like for so long. And now we're starting to have this resurgence of Hal Jordan, which I do appreciate, and I do, like, don't get me wrong, I love Hal Jordan. I, like, if you were to ask me, like, again, I like, there are other Lanterns I like, just a bit more, Human Lanterns that I just like a bit more than him. But I do like Hal, and even I was like, guys, come on, this is a little much. So, the story of Lanterns is pretty interesting. We now are looking for our John Stewart, which I'm curious to see how that will play out. Because I've heard, like, rumors that John will be younger, which is weird because John is even older than Hal. Like, John Stewart is an even older guy. He's older than Hal. He was kind of even like, dude, like, when he became the Green Lantern after Hal, John was like, dude, I'm a little too old for this. Like, I'm older than you, man. Like, why'd you pick me? So, but that's the rumor I've heard, is that they're gonna make him younger, like a rookie. And if you're gonna do that, then why not just use Jessica Cruz or Simon Baz or Kyle Rayner? There are other young Lanterns. You don't have to young up John Stewart. Again, I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying that's the rumor going around. I don't want that to be true, because I like the idea of John Stewart being, like, still a soldier in the fight. Like, this dude has now gone from being a veteran of a war. They kind of banty on which war he was a part of. updated DC Universe says it was the Gulf War, and in previously, obviously, it was like Vietnam that he was a veteran of. So I'm sure they'll say like Afghanistan. They'll probably say they'll say Afghanistan if they update it for him being a veteran. But I just kind of like the idea of John still being older. He's a soldier first, but he's now fighting in a war that's on it's still a war for him. It's still like I've gone from being a soldier in one army and now I've been conscripted into a new army. And I know the mission already. So that'll be cool. I am curious because they have said that the Green Lantern show is going to be like a more cosmic version of True Detectives, which is a fascinating angle, but like at the same time I'm like, I don't feel like that's the right tone. I feel like we should go more, like instead of less True Detective, how about more Star Trek feel? Because the Green Lantern, I know that the Green Lantern comics do base themselves in a lot of detective stories, but there's more, there's just more fun with them. There's more fun with them when they're doing cool cosmic stuff. I mean, this I'm not shitting on the idea of just doing like a true crime story in space. I'm just saying, as a guy who's been inundated with just one crime drama after another, I don't need that in my superhero shows. It's happened before and I didn't like it. So yeah, I'm just kind of the mindset of I just wish it was more cosmic, but I'll give it a chance. I will give it a legit chance, and I do have I have some excitement for it because it's just nice to have Green Lantern back. It's just nice to have it. And again, and cycling back to Kyle Chandler, I think he's a solid pick for Hal Jordan. He's got Jordan's swagger, cockiness to him. He's got that kind of hard-nosed I know what is right, and if the Guardians don't like that, they can kiss my ass. So he definitely I think he's not an ideal. He wasn't the first guy I was thinking of, and even we found out that there were 3 other people that they had tried to cast Hal for the show, but they all said no. But Chandler's like Kyle Chandler. When you look at him and see his acting career and the characters he's played in movies, you're like, oh, he's actually really good. He's actually a perfect pick for this role. So it's actually really nice. It's actually a solid pick. Yeah. So, that's really all I had to say. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of this cast for this casting for Hal Jordan? You guys like it, hate it? Comment below, let me know. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.